Hey everyone, welcome back. So, a few months ago in the Discord, I dropped a deep dive stock report on a tech giant I was super bullish about. It was May 2025, and my stock report covered why I was investing heavily into the stock. Today, we're doing a brief recap. We're going to look at that report, my reasoning back then, and just how this pick actually performed. We'll see if the research paid off. But just before I get to that, I wanted to look at some other stocks, which I called out in the Discord, and they performed exceptionally well. The first one is ticker symbol UDMY. As you can see in the screenshot, I notified the Discord that I bought it around $5, and it shot up like 30% in just 2 days. I wasn't expecting this, but it was a pretty badass gain. Here's another one, ticker LIF. I explained why I'm bullish on this stock, and in just a few days, it's up around 8%. I personally believe this one has a lot more growth potential. Now that we've covered those, let's get back to the main topic of the video. First, let's revisit my thesis. In the stock report, highlighted on page 2, Google was at $150.38. I called it a bullish long-term hold. Why? A few reasons I highlighted were crazy high ROI, 27.8%. I think this signaled a great potential entry. Rock solid financials. We had the charts showing consistent growth in net income and earning per share. Keep an eye out for this, guys. It's a brilliant indicator of a growing or strong business model. It can usually signal that a business is strong and consistent in its performance output, regardless of broader economic pressures. Free cash flow machine. On page 3, we pointed out its consistently growing, huge free cash flow, suggesting it was undervalued. A wide moat and minimal debt. I loved its dominance in ads, growth in cloud/AI, and that solid balance sheet with basically no debt. Stocks like this are very easy long-term holds for me personally. My verdict was a strong buy. So, what happened? Fast forward to today. That $150.38 entry, it's now sitting at a whopping $315. That is an insane 96% gain in just a few months. I knew it had solid growth potential, just not that it would deliver so much gains in such little time. But let's put that in context. How did we do versus just buying the S&P 500? In the same period since mid-May, the S&P 500 through SPY returned a very respectable 17.7%. That's also great, and the reason it's so much more than the usual 7 to 10% return of the S&PY is because we had a huge sudden drop around that time due to tariff fears. But our Goog pick? It more than doubled that market return. We didn't just ride the wave, we significantly outperformed it. You're probably thinking, what caused this? Well, our report's catalyst played out perfectly. I mentioned the AI, Gemini/DeepMind, and Google Cloud being key growth drivers. And yep, that delivered. A string of positive earnings, breakthroughs in AI product integration, and cloud segment profitability all combined to boost investor sentiment massively. The market finally recognized the value we identified back in May. The legend Buffett himself also added a large stake, which added to the positive investor sentiment, pushing the price further. Look, this is just one win. And I genuinely hope you guys in the Discord saw that report, did your own homework, and caught some of these gains for yourselves. That's the whole point. And if you didn't, not to worry. There is always great opportunities in the market. You just have to know where to look for them. But I gotta keep it real. Wins like this don't happen overnight. That 96% gain came from a lot of planning, reading financials, like those tables on page 2, and understanding the business model to a decent degree. It's not magic. It's work. But as we've just seen, it's definitely not impossible. These opportunities are out there. I have at least 3 to 4 stocks I'm currently breaking down, all solid businesses, but I've got further analysis to do before I determine which I'll pull the trigger on next. Shout out to our incredible Discord community. Seriously, sharing investment or trade ideas is great. It really is. It's created an environment where we can all spot these opportunities together, reaffirm confidence, and make sure we haven't missed out key details. You guys are awesome. If you're not there yet and you want to be in the loop for the next deep dive, the next potential winner, it's free, so I'll leave a link below. Let's keep learning and growing this portfolio together. Anyways, guys, this video covers just a fraction of the stocks from the Discord. Always be careful with investing. Be logical. Find a framework which makes sense to you and stick with it. With that, I'll catch you in the next one.